What is up, YouTubers? DimitriAkaMewee for a cool kill confirmed on Mirage gameplay here for SKTV. This was done by Credit Baby Zach, and pretty awesome gameplay here. I'll be showing it from both perspectives, Credit Baby Zach and Monkeygodness. They both did pretty amazing in this gameplay. I really like the kills that they got. And this is the first time me actually watching a full-on Mirage gameplay from my clan members. You know, I haven't really seen my clan members play Mirage that much, but I really like the kills that him and Monkeygodness got. And unfortunately, I had joined in I was in this gameplay with them, but right in the beginning, it said I got kicked out. I don't know why. I got kicked out of the gameplay in the beginning, and then I wasn't. I kept inviting them, but they didn't join since they were doing so beast. And I'm like, I understand, because if you're doing beast, I'm like, how are you gonna join somebody's session? You're beasting right now for YouTube right here. But I really like the kills that Zach got in his perspective here. He got some pretty nice kills here. And I think right there in the middle, where in the little temple, as I call it, you know, I think that's the main spot where everybody goes. Cause I haven't played Mirage that much. I played Mirage once on a domination that you saw on my channel when I had a mini. You know, I mixed up clips on my channel of the 4 maps when Revolution first came out. When I first played it with the Peacekeeper. And this is actually when Zach was first ever using the Peacekeeper as well, because now, as you know, he has a gold Peacekeeper as well as Jace 20001. I'll be having you know, I'm not on Xbox Black Ops 2, but hopefully if I see him, if I go over his house or something, I could record a gameplay from his house, you know, of him using his gold Peacekeeper, because he's super beast with it. He says himself that he does really good with the Peacekeeper, and I believe him, because he got a gold Peacekeeper. He has a good KD with this thing, and you know, he's really amazing with this. So I'm gonna try my best, you know, somehow get a gameplay of him playing with it, because he's super beast with it. And also, Monkeygodness is really loving the Peacekeeper right now as well. And nice double kill right here. So nice right here. Gets all his score streaks out. And as you know, he uses kind of minor score streaks because he's interested in getting, you know, veto warships, you know, and good, you know, good air support thingies. But, you know, he really likes the minor score streaks, you know, it helps him out get his beast kills here. And his team here was kind of staying in the middle. And I think this map is mostly for that, you know, they stay in the middle, you know, they kind of, you know, sit around here. I'm not gonna say camping, because you know this map isn't that big, but you know it's a good spot to be when, you know, waiting for enemies, because the rest of the map, you know, there's a lot of spots you can get killed at in this map. But yeah, he got a care package here. Got some nice kills. He uses Peacekeeper with suppressor. In my opinion, if you've seen my class setup video on my channel, I actually use FMJ, long barrel, and either fast mags, and now I began to use quick draw, because I found that using quick draw on the Peacekeeper makes it super fast, easier to win your gunfights for sure, because that's really what quick draw does. But with the Peacekeeper, it's amazing. I really love it a lot. And also stay tuned on this channel for more zombies gameplays coming up soon. I'll be having some zombies gameplays with me and my clan playing on here, because I want to show you guys some more zombies. I haven't really showed that much zombies on here, but yeah, we've been playing a lot of turn and diarize stuff like that, and on my channel as well, you've seen the turn gameplay already. I'll be having some diarize coming up on my channel as well soon. But I really like the skills he got, though. I think he could have got I think he had a possibility of getting a nuclear if he didn't get killed, you know, because he got some pretty nice kills here. Fortunately, if Hunter Killer doesn't get any kills, but you know, I think Hunter Killer for this map isn't as good, but you know, I think for other maps, Hunter Killer's pretty good. It's a pretty good score streak, but for this map, it's kind of enclosed. I think you should only throw when you're outside. When you're in here, it's not gonna. It has like a bigger chance of hitting the wall or something, you know, since it's an enclosed space. But he killed a shotgunner right here. I'm glad he killed a shotgunner. I'm like, these shotgunners need to be killed. They shouldn't even be on here, ruining people's game experience. Because people would say, like, people have sent sent SKTV messages saying, "What do you think of shotgunners?" And you know, I honestly think shotguns, you know, they're weapons. You know, they were made to be used in the game. But people abuse. I've said this before. People abuse the privilege of getting a one-shot, one-kill every single time. Think that they're cool because they can get nuclears with shotguns. I'm like, you hardly lose gunfights with shotguns, because it's always one-shot, one-kill, even if you're close up. But then when you're far away, sometimes it glitches, and you can shoot from far distance and still get the kill with the shotgun, depending on which one it is. I think the KSG shoots pretty far, even if you're far away. I mean, it's kind of weird, even if it's a glitch or not, whatever. But I think shotguns, the privileges of getting those types of kills are really abused, because I've seen it a lot myself. That they're really abused in, you know, in this game. And you know, people even say, "Oh, it's newbie." It's not newbie. The fact that it's newbie, but it's the reason that, you know, it doesn't give the gunfight a fair advantage. It's a rifle versus a shotgun. You would say a rifle is more powerful, but a shotgun, one bullet itself, you're done. And I really think that Treyarch should, you know, look at. They're a really good company. I really like them way better than Infinity Ward. They listen to their fans about what they want and what could be best for the community, but they should also, I'm not criticizing them at all, I'm just saying they should also see how people are playing with these weapons. They should see that people are raging over this. People stop playing Black Ops over shotgunners and noobs. And you know, I love the War Machine, by the way. It's really amazing score streak, noob tubing, but and yeah, I used it in my recent Revolution gameplay on my channel. But again, talking back to shotguns. So the shotguns, you know, Treyarch should, you know, look a little bit more on how they're used and how people abuse shotguns a lot. And you know, that's all I have to say about shotguns, really. I'm like, I don't hate them, but you know, it's just the fact that it's not fair to players who want to get kills with their rifles and have to go with getting killed by noobs who just care about shotguns, you know. But you know, that's my opinion of it. People would think they're the best weapon ever and stuff like that, but we'll continue this discussion right now. Let's go to the Monkeygodness perspective. Zach had a final score of 20-3. It's a pretty awesome score. I think he could have got his nuclear. Really had a good chance. Monkeygodness, he went 19-5, but you gotta see the kills he got. He got some pretty nice kills. So here's Monkeygodness, guys. Here's Monkeygodness' perspective of this Mirage kill confirmed. I think he got some pretty nice kills as well. He's really good with the Peacekeeper. He's a really awesome player. I'm really glad to have him in SKTB because he's a super awesome player. I just really love how he plays, how he shoots. You know, he's a really awesome player. But anyway, so the discussion I had in the first part was about what I think of shotguns. Now I want to talk about, you know, attachments that people may consider newbie, that I consider newbie is, you know, I've said this I discussed this in a gameplay on here, was about noobs and target finders, MMS, not really MMS, but target finders, you know, I said target finder was like a main part in a noob because people just love to run around with the LMG, with the target finder, saying they're good and they're using that. I'm like, well, let me talk about what I think now about target finders, is that, you know, target finders, I think people use them, you know, maybe some people don't always think the same way, but a lot of people use them just to get newbie kills because they either they can't aim themselves, or they just, you know, maybe they just, you know, they might think that it's cool, you know, or they just, I don't know, it's hard to even explain. Like, they use target finders to, you know, get their kills in a simpler way. You know, it's hard to even explain why they would use one, but I just know for sure that people just like to abuse it as well. Just like, not as much as shotguns, but I see that people would say that they're good and they're using target finders, light machine guns, you know, stuff like that. And I think that's really newbie, but, you know, it's hard to even explain what I think about it. You know, it's like people, I don't know, they really think that target finders are legit. I mean, again, this was made in the game to be used, wasn't it? But I think that, like I said the same thing about shotguns, that they abused the type of, you know, privilege to use those kind of things. And I mean, target finders are not bad, but I mean, you know, don't you think it's kind of, you know, a newbie far distance kill if they're using a target finder? They see them for far distance with with the red square over the enemy, because it's an easier way to find the enemy, and then, you know, you're trying to aim down sight with the iron sight, and you can't even, you know, you don't even hardly have a chance, because they see you first with the target finder, which is not a newbie. But again, I think this is a pretty good gameplay, because Monkeygodness got some pretty nice kills here with the Peacekeeper, but they both said they wanted it to be on YouTube, you know. Alright, I'll record it for you guys, because this is a pretty nice Mirage kill confirmed gameplay. Again, please excuse the noise, my brother, but yeah, I really like the way they use the Peacekeeper, because I mean, they really use it in a good way. Like, they're not some noobs I see that first day Peacekeeper came out, they're using target finders, you know, grenade launcher, which I hardly see at all. And, you know, again, MMS, I say this in my new video, was, you know, MMS is hardly used, in my opinion. I'm like, I was really, like I said this, I was really surprised that from the campaign, we saw that MMS, you're able to see through the wall and see enemies, you know, without even, you know, actually seeing them. You can see them through the wall and through solid objects. But, you know, I was surprised that they didn't actually take advantage of using the MMS and just took advantage of the target finder. This guy came up behind Monkeygodness, like, oh, that's stupid, but anyway, so okay, Monkeygodness, aka Sebastian, you know, again, he's a pretty good player. He knows how to deal with these kind of noobs on here. You know, he doesn't let it bring him down. Like, he doesn't rage quit as much. I rage quit a lot from these noobs, but, you know, he knows how to, you know, handle these garbage, you know, these clown noobs on here. But yeah, so like I was saying, MMS, you know, I was really surprised that it wasn't being abused that much, you know, and, you know, I'm glad, though, that it wasn't. I think it would have been even worse in target finders, because you'd be through a wall, you know, maybe, you know, take out your care package, they shoot you in the head through the wall because of a stupid MMS, but, you know, I'm glad it wasn't abused that much. Target finder definitely was, but, anyway, so skipping over here again, Zach got some nice kills here, and as Monkeygodness was waiting there, I said this in the beginning, you know, this team here, they kind of stayed in the middle, you know, in this little temple here, not camping, but I guess they were just making a little HQ here. They weren't, you know, they weren't around the map, you know, maybe they thought that they would have got killed a lot if they were on the map, so I guess they stayed in here. But, you know, they got some pretty nice kills, though. I really like the kills they got, though. pretty outstanding gameplay here. And you know, I was really mad I got kicked out, because I think I probably would have done good too if I would have been in this gameplay, because like I said in the beginning, it kicked me out. It said that, I forgot what it said. It said that I think it said host migration aborted when there was no host migration at all. It was kind of weird. I think it was really glitching. I was really mad about that, but for sure I think I would have done pretty good if I was actually included in this gameplay. But of course, host migration had to mess me up somehow, and I wasn't able to be in this gameplay. And you know, he tries to kill this guy, comes up out of nowhere, kills him with the Scar H. I'm like, oh, the Scar H is probably maybe more overpowered than this Peacekeeper here. But you know, he gets some pretty good kills. I really like the kills he got in this gameplay. And him and Zacto, they were doing pretty awesome. They had the top scores in this gameplay. I'm glad about that. This guy kills him behind the van. I'm like, wow. Watching this gameplay, I'm like, this was pretty good from both sides. But I mean, I think it could have been way better if if people on here, you know, if they didn't get like unlegit kills. There were some kills, some deaths I saw, even not just from Zach and Sebastian, but some of these guys in here got killed because of people using shotguns. As you know, right now, a guy using an S12. I'm like, are you kidding? Really, people had to mess it up like that. That was kind of newbie, but again, I wasn't able to join their session on this one because this was a full lobby here. I'm like, wow, that was crazy. But I hope you enjoyed this little Mirage kill confirmed by both Zach and Sebastian. A round of applause for their awesome scores here. That's some nice ratios. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned in for more gameplays on SKTV coming up soon, and peace out, YouTube.